Hello and welcome to a very Villa on the counter.
Fuck off.
Hello and welcome to On the Counter. This week we have a very angry boy, Matt
Angry
Smith.
boy, angry man. Have some fucking respect to my name.
I'm sorry. I mean, there's not a lot of respect on this show because I'm obviously wearing a lovely Jack Grealish
I didn't notice.
Aston Villa kit.
I didn't notice, mate.
You didn't see it.
I don't see colours, I see humans.
Because I don't see colours, I see race. Obviously, we're going to talk about my Aston Villa. It's weird saying that. We're going to talk about the Aston Villa Derby game. Also, we're going to quickly run over the other playoff matches. So in League 2, Tranmere won in extra 119th minute, I think it was. Do you reckon they were worthy to go up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't really watched much League 2.
No.
You did see that Charlton
I saw the own goal.
own goal.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Let's
dreadful.
say, I'm glad Charlton went up. I fucking hate the Sunderland, mate.
Really?
Honestly, if I'm rating teams I despise the most, them, Celtic, AS Monaco, Standard Liège, Sunderland.
Why are they like Standard Liège?
It's not important, right.
Sebastian...
But Sunderland though, I fucking hate them. That's what they get for shitting in the fucking fountains and in their own stadium. I'm a magpie till I dive. Up the Mags.
Of the Mags. AS Monaco, why don't you like them?
Not important, mate, not important.
Okay.
Just know that certain people like to dodge taxes in Monaco, and I'm a man of the people.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Give back to the system, you bastards.
Thank you, Karl Marx. So let's move on to the big game of the weekend, which was the Championship Player Final. Or it was the treble 20-year anniversary game. David Beckham, do you reckon he'd walk into the Birmingham side?
No.
No, okay.
No. I like to say we have a bit more class than hiring 40-year-olds.
He's no Kevin Emrati.
No, who is?
No.
Who is?
Exactly. But let's actually get back on track, onto the football. Villa Derby, 2-1 Villa.
Biggest shithouses in the world. Honestly.
Villa were probably the more...
I'm not talking about the game, I'm talking about reality. Right?
Okay, go on. Have a rant. Go on.
All right, okay. So Aston Villa have spent 100 million in the Championship in the last 3 seasons. That's not including their loans. If they weren't going up this year, they'd be fucked in the Championship next year. They should have been fucked last summer, but since they got a new owner in, it'll get bloody pushed back here and they get promoted.
It's like the...
It makes me angry.
Because it's no longer financial fair play, is it? It's profitability and sustainability. So it's sort of like there's no real losses involved. It's sort of like if you can sustain. But do you reckon they should be like given
What's
at
going to
least a
happen?
fine? Or?
What's going to happen is what happened with Bournemouth. They'll get like a few million fine in about 2 years' time.
Yeah, where it really won't matter.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that has to change? Like, how would you change it? Like, put it back to the old system where it was like if you made a loss of a certain amount. I
think that's more beneficial to going forward.
Yeah, the thing is though, like with a lot of teams, because I think Brighton did it. I think we were going to fail it, but because of it's on the financial year, not on the season, we were obviously given 150 million from the promotion, so we never got done for any of it. No, I think Bournemouth did because they didn't go up the year that they spent all the money, but they went up the next year and whatever. But anyway, let's move on to the game. First half, Aston Villa were on top. They obviously got that goal. Bad defended by...
Maybe go back from a lunch break.
Bad defended by Jayden Bogle. Also, to be fair, it was Aston Villa's goals were they're probably worthy of having the goals. They were the more dominant.
That second one.
But that's what I was saying. They were probably the more dominant team, but they've really scored their 2 goals from 2 Derby mistakes, really. Jayden Bogle not getting in front of El Ghazi at the back post and Keller Roos not holding the ball. Do you reckon if they were
just firing at them, like firing squad in the ditch?
I mean, that's probably...
No, I don't like Derby, but they can at least done me a favour.
Yeah, well, at least tried.
Yeah, at least tried.
They could have got... They would have got...
They would have gone through instead of Chris Baird. I'm calling it
that. Do you reckon if they were playing West Brom or Leeds, do you reckon it would have been a bit of a different story?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think they're a big team. They're big gig. big
Big
game
game
team. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I think
they shut
it was-
themselves.
It was before the game. It was Derby. This season had lost 7-0, like aggregate score to Aston Villa. They hadn't scored a goal. At least they did yesterday. Well done, Derby. But so they lost what? 7, 8, 9-1 on aggregate over 3 games this
Yeah.
season. They were never really favourites for that game, were they?
That sounds like us against Newcastle a few years ago.
What was it?
They scored. How many goals they scored? They scored 10 goals, and we scored 2.
What was your aggregate against Bournemouth that year?
No, I'm not going forward to that. I think it was like 12-2 or something.
12-2. No, you got 2 though. It's
Yeah.
more than Derby.
We're 2-0 up at Dean Court
Oh,
in the first half.
what did
They
it
scored
end?
4 in the second half.
oh, okay. We've all been there. Brian did that against Fulham this season, so
Yeah.
I feel your pain. I mean, I've never lost 8.
Right. Okay. Well,
8.
I didn't ask if you ever lost 8 in the ladder.
But going forward, Aston Villa, do you reckon they'll be okay in the Premier League?
I hope not. I think they will. Yeah, it pains me to say that.
Do you reckon Dean Smith will last it, or
Um,
do you reckon maybe they'll get a bit?
I think he'll probably stay for a bit, but then they'll want to upgrade.
Yeah. Who would they get in?
I don't know.
Jack Grealish,
Jack-
player manager.
Greasy.
Yeah. Was it Greasy Kebab Chip you called him?
Yeah, greasy kebab man.
To be fair, talk about Jack Grealish. Can we have any excuse to just put up the picture of him lying on a Cavos street?
You don't need excuse for
We'll
that.
put it right here. I mean, your hand's going to get covered, but you're going to be inside Jack Grealish.
That's
So.
exactly what I want.
Is that all you've dreamt of, was being inside Jack Grealish?
With a knife maybe.
Okay.
Could have had a knife.
Not your penis?
No.
Okay.
Not that
I-
desperate.
also, speaking of Derby, do you reckon Lampard will go?
Yeah, I do.
Do you reckon he will now leave?
Yeah.
That leaves Derby in a bit of a limbo because talking earlier about Derby before the show started, and they've got multiple players out of contract at the end of the year. They've got, I mean, Ashley Cole's their backup left back.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably going
He
to.
started as well, didn't
Yeah, because Scott Malone was suspended. Do you reckon, like, next season is just going to be
he?
a bit like,
Mid-table.
yeah, it's going to
Yes.
go
I think
back.
it's one season one from
Yeah, well, who else did that? Who got the playoffs and then was just like
Reading.
Reading, yeah, because they were under
Sheffield Wednesday as well.
Yeah, oh, I hate Sheffield Wednesday. You know what? Can we put Sheffield Wednesday in that list of
6th, yeah, sure.
6? What about Barnsley? You don't like Barnsley?
Yeah, Barnsley, they're probably about 11th.
Can we change this show to Matt Smith's worst teams? Right. Give me one more team you don't like and give me a reason.
Apoel Nicosia.
Why? Why do you hate a Cyprus team?
Because
Cypriots.
whenever they get in the Champions League, you always expect them, let's go and beat up the Cypriots. They always do well. I just want to see a good game of football.
Okay. Right, so thanks about that. I mean, I really don't think we got through the topics that we were meant to get through, but I think we got there a little
We
bit.
had fun.
We did have fun. We're going to move on now to Hot or Not. Yes, we moved on to that stage of the show, which is Hot or Not. Matthew Newman Smith, give me a hot.
Well, thanks to DDoS and me.
That's all.
My hot, Charlton.
Don't think anyone's going to touch the house, but
They might. Charlton though.
yeah.
Yeah, up the what's the nickname?
Addicts.
Addicts. Yeah,
Addicts. They're fucking
Addicts.
heroin.
Probably a band round me arm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bit of
it's-
lethal injection.
Yeah. I quite like it's a good away day in London.
Yeah.
I'm happy to back up, especially over
Of course, they'll be in your division next season,
Yeah.
not in Aston Villa's.
Yeah.
But Charlton, they won 8 of their last 10 going into the playoffs. Obviously, then beat Sunderland, who budgets compared huge compared to theirs. Sunderland also have been to 2 trips to Wembley this season, lost both. Shit in a fountain, and nothing to
Nothing to show
take
for it.
home. Yeah. So Charlton, how do you reckon they'll do next season? Lee Bowyer obviously at the helm there.
I think they can do it right actually.
You don't reckon they get? Do you reckon
Nah,
there's
Maybe
three worst?
bottom half of the table, but I don't think they'll be relegated.
Do you reckon there's 3 worst teams than them in the Championship this season?
Luton, Barnsley, Derby, probably.
Derby.
I'd have played.
That is a bold called Derby for relegation next
Yeah.
season. Yeah. Down there with Liège and Monaco. Yeah. Let's move on to your not.
Richard Keown.
Richard Keown.
We've been a muggy
He
little.
does not like Wembley
bitch
Stadium, does he?
No. He's a. I find it quite funny at this point now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm Richard Keough. I don't know what he sounds like, but he's like, he's made it to.
I've heard him say that before.
Playoff finals in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Lost them both.
Well, Derby is strange because they're just strange, but they they obviously used to get to playoffs all the time under McLaren, and they'd fail. Then they got there under Rowett, did they?
Yeah, they did.
And then they lost
Fulham, didn't they?
Yeah, and they lost to Fulham. They also lost to Hull 5-1 on aggregate or something. Do you reckon they found their level?
Yeah.
Do you reckon Richard Keough's found his level?
I think Rich Keough's punching above his level.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for him in the fact that
I don't.
Okay, but personally, Matt,
Little breadhead.
I feel quite sorry for him because he has stuck there. He probably could have moved to a different team. I'm sure,
Watford.
When teams come down that are meant to come down, they're like, let's just buy Championship players and get us out of here. I feel like he probably could have moved to maybe Villa when they went down or someone like that. But he stuck with Derby through. I don't know why you'd want to stay in Derby,
No.
but he stuck with them through thick and
Cheap
thin.
prostitutes.
Cheap prostitute. Well, I don't know.
Gary Jewell.
I don't know.
Gary Jewell? What's
Paul
Paul Jewell?
Yeah, a bit of rampant.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's been around many a cheaper
working woman.
A woman of the night, shall we say. Anyway, thank you, Matt, for your hot or not. Don't know how we got onto Women of the Night in Derby, but let's move on to the last segment of the show, which is quick fire questions. We've moved on to the final segment of the show, which is quick fire questions. Back to the old routine, Matt. You know how this works. You were on last time. Can I ask you a few questions? First thing that pops into your head, you give me your thoughts. Ready?
Yep.
How will the three promoted teams do in the Prem?
Who went up?
Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United.
Bottom half of the table.
All of them?
Yeah.
Relegated?
Sheffield United.
Not Norwich?
I think Witton will get relegated as well. I hope Witton get relegated.
Witton?
Nuneaton fucking Tamworth Sports Athletic.
Oh, okay. I mean...
I refuse to say their name.
Is it Voldemort? Say, is it Kebab Chips team?
Greasy Kebab Man.
Greasy Kebab Man's team. Surprise team next season in the Championship?
In Championship? Charlton.
Charlton, do you reckon they're going to... You said bottom half, but...
Yeah, well, they get a
few good
big
results.
Yeah.
They're
They'll beat us away.
Oh, you lost twice to Bolton this
year. Yeah, we lost twice to Charlton last
year.
in the Championship.
Got your points back, though, because, you didn't lose any. So, player to watch in the Prem next season?
Chris Basham.
Chris Basham. What, the marauding centre-back? He's how many goals is he? He normally gets 8 a season. And player to watch in the EFL?
Viv Solomon Ossable.
Okay, is he coming back?
Yeah. Got 2-year contract extension. He's not, weirdly enough, he's now English now. He was always Nigerian before.
Oh.
Now an English lad, so...
Is he going to get an England team
No.
anytime soon? Okay. And finally, in the questions... Well, I say finally. I've got another one after. But of these quickfire questions, Champions League winner, we didn't really touch upon
next season?
Well, no, for this season, obviously, we've got the final on Saturday.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, do you reckon Tottenham will bottle it?
Yeah. In the nature.
And finally, we normally end the show with favourite player, but as we've had recurring guests, like you gave us your favourite player last time, which was Nikola Zigic, 6'8" monster. I've got a feeling I know what it's going to be, but who's your least favourite player of all time?
Alex Pearce.
Alex Pearce, not Jack Grealish?
Who?
Okay, he doesn't exist.
Never heard of him.
So Alex Pearce, why Alex Pearce?
Because he was having a good run at Reading. You know, he was getting the team. I think he was the captain at one point.
Yeah.
So I said, set shit for Derby. Now look at him. I don't even know where he is.
Where is he?
I don't know. Don't care.
I think I saw him this weekend. Not out.
Yeah.
I bumped into him. All right.
Wetherspoons.
Where is he? He
Don't
is
care.
somewhere. What about Jason Shackle at Lincoln?
Oh, no, he's all right.
Team of the season.
Yeah.
In
Burnley
the
legend.
League Two. Burnley legend. Do you not want to have a say on Jack Grealish, or is he not existing?
I would have had to heard of him. To
Okay. Matt's being stubborn. But thank you very much for joining us, Matt. It was very
It
nice
wasn't
to have
my
you on the
pleasure,
show.
but
it wasn't
it's,
your pleasure.
more of a duty.
But at least you got the Birmingham shirt on,
Yeah.
which is a very lovely shirt.
What shirt are you wearing? I don't recognise that.
This is Witton, Sutton, Nuneaton Town, Solihull
Athletic.
Moors Athletic. But that's all we got time for this week. In the week where Jack Grealish led the mighty Villa
Really?
back to the Premiership.
Really?
Thank you for joining us.
What?
See you next time.